Project Awakening, Cygames' next big title that's in development, which promises to be a high-end console experience and caught everyone's eye with its showcase back in E3 of 2018. Well, this action-oriented fantasy RPG is something that I am personally very interested in, not just because it looks fantastic, but also because it's another game from Cygames, specifically being developed by Cygames Osaka, the same studio that just brought us Granblue Fantasy Relink. Honestly, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time playing through Relink, especially some of the crazy endgame bosses, and since this game seems to feature large monsters that we'll be defeating, but this time with ultra-realistic looking graphics, it has me hyped. Since we now know Cygames are capable of producing and developing a pretty solid action RPG for consoles, the future of Project Awakening is looking positive, or at least hopeful, as it's been quite a while since we've actually had any updates on this game. If you don't know what Project Awakening is, well, it's an action RPG with amazing visuals and a focus on combat, with different elements such as blocking, stamina usage, evasion, and even environmental destruction that I personally love in my games. It reminds us a little of other game series like Monster Hunter and Dragon's Dogma, with the main character taking on a massive fantasy creature or monster in battle. We also draw similarities back to Monster Hunter because the game is meant to have co-op multiplayer aspects, leading us to believe that you can possibly team up with friends to take on these monsters. Interestingly though, it is set to be an open world game, so we're not sure how these multiplayer aspects will come into play, as the extent of this feature is still unclear at the moment. We have, however, seen some tech demo footage of the game, which is looking very impressive even though it's now a couple years old. It provided us with a glimpse into the game's environmental design and the potential scope of its open world. You might think this is too good to be true, as so many other games are shown before release, often with pre-rendered footage or bespokely edited footage to make it look better than it actually is. The thing is though, Project Awakening is an ambitious looking game, but all of this seems possible because the game is also being co-developed alongside Cygames' new proprietary engine called Solista, allowing this high level of visuals and gameplay. And because both the development of the engine and Project Awakening are happening together, they're mutually beneficial and influence each other as they progress. We know that Cygames want this engine to create realistic looking graphics and to be the ultimate engine for AAA games. It focuses on photorealism, lighting, advanced physics simulations, and highly detailed character models and environments. They're hoping that this will be great for large-scale developments, and this could be possible because of the 100+ developers involved. When it comes to the development of Project Awakening, we know from interviews with the director that the team behind it is composed of various industry veterans with both experience in Western and Eastern games. They have an open development environment encouraging creativity and innovation, allowing them to experiment with new ideas and push the limits of what they can achieve in this game. According to these interviews, they're aiming to create a new standard for action RPGs with memorable experiences that combine compelling storytelling with dynamic and satisfying combat, which to me sounds pretty good. The last we know about the development is that they have faced some challenges, but the developers are focused on overcoming them to deliver a truly immersive and engaging game. I, for one, as a fan of games like Monster Hunter and Dragon's Dogma, think Project Awakening could be something really fun and special if they finally get to release it at some point soon. We're hoping this isn't one of those games that gets stuck in development hell and eventually releases too late when people are kind of over it or the gaming scene has moved past what they were making at the time. Of course, since this is being co-developed with their new engine, it is expected that this will be a larger and more involved project. But hopefully, once the engine is finished and this game comes out, Cygames will be set up to produce even more ambitious titles and hopefully release them faster because then the engine is already there and available. But what do you guys think of Project Awakening? I'm super interested in this, but we are waiting to hear more. Tell us your thoughts down below and subscribe for more daily gaming content.